Hi, I'm Planet Wayne, and this is just a quick follow-on video from the Billboard video where I showed you how to make this sign that we've got behind me here. And literally the purpose of today is just to show you that with exactly the same code that we used in the programmable RedNet controller to create that, and by applying the wiring to the back of the blocks in a slightly different fashion, we can actually use it to create things like these animated chevron signs behind me there. So what I'll do is I'll just fly over there to the back of that and show you how it's all put together. Okay, here we are around the back of the first example, and as you can see we've got RedNet cable going all over the back of the sign. The outer ring now is made up of the solid colour. Again, if you look at the original sign that's over there, this inner section that flashes on and off was coded up to the yellow colour, but we've got this one now on the outside ring of this sign. And the inner colours are all made up of our walking ant colours that we'd got around the outside of our first billboard. So as you can see here, we've got white in a section of 3 on the first set of orange blocks, then we've got orange on the next ones, purple on the next set, and light blue on this last set here. And again, we've got some infill blocks of quartz there just to fill in the gaps. Programming wise, it's exactly the same as I said before. It's exactly the same coding logic that we've got used in here. We're not using the last two features for the random. If you look at that one, we've got that random corner that flashes on and off. So you could actually get away with not using an expanded controller on this one, just leave off the last two programming sets. But we've still got our switches to turn each of the elements on. So white one turns on the middle arrows, and again they sort of get animated across the front of the sign, and then the yellow turns on that outside ring, and again that's flashing as that did, but this time it's on the outside rather than the inside, and our walking ants are the making up this inner animation on this on the chevron there. And again, as you can see, it looks pretty effective, looks even better over night time. But yep, exactly the same code, just a bit of reworking on the cable. This second example that we've got here, same build layout, the only difference being this time is we've got our arrow pointing from a right to left as you look at it from the front. So we've got our white selection here, then we've got the orange, then we've got magenta, and then we've got the blue. Same set of coding or colour coding for the yellow outside lines there, or yellow outside blocks. And again, same set of switches to turn the whole thing on and off. Now the only difference that I've done in this one is I've actually got that yellow switch now permanently illuminating that outside line. So instead of with the flashing effect that we have on that example that we've got here, the outside ring now is permanently on. But again, exactly the same code from a point of view of the animations. Again, it's just a simple thing to change the wiring up there to make it, instead of go from left to right, this one's now actually going from right to left. This is our last example, and as you can see here, this is completely freestanding. There's no visible RedNet cable, there's no visible controllers, switches or levers or anything in this one. It's all contained within this central section here that's been surrounded again with these Project Red illumination lamps and so on. Now to actually turn this on and off, we've got one of these secret wooden buttons, and as long as you know where to press, activated on there, it's enough to kickstart the RedNet controller that's in the back. And again, completely freestanding. The lines of code that we've got on this one, I've actually managed to do this in 4 lines of code. Again, if anybody wants the code for this, by all means ask in the comments and I'll try and post it out just to let you know how the whole thing's done. But our controller's in there, no expansion cards or anything needed. If I break away some of these other blocks here, you can see that we've got bats in the attic, as well as the RedNet cable that's going out with all of the different colour codes on there. So again, real simple idea, freestanding completely. The only downside, I suppose, if there was one with this, these buttons actually do power their surrounding lamps when they're activated, but that's only for a short time. So if you need to turn off any animations and such like to combat any lag or something on a server that you might be on there, as long as you know where the button is, it'll turn it off and it'll shut down all the animation. But again, just really for inspiration, really just to show you what the programmable RedNet controller can do, and there you go. Okay, that's it for me, Planet Wayne. Again, likes and comments in the sections below, very much appreciated, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.